Good afternoon, Valley Alliance family. I am here off screen with Ralph and Gloria, and to introduce Ralph as the new elder at Valley Alliance Church. That will officially take place on April 11th, Sunday service. We will have Bert and Arlene Gilardi here to help pray over them and install them into the position, Ralph into the position of an elder. But first and foremost, let me get a little bit about you. Ralph, tell me about yourself in 5 seconds or less.
I'm me.
There we go. So first and foremost, I know everybody knows Ralph, and he's the comedian in the church, but he also has a very serious relationship with the Lord, and so just want to ask you a little bit about that, Ralph. Ralph, when did you come to know the Lord?
I didn't come to know the Lord like with a wow moment like anyone else. A lot of people have. I just gradually came through and just learned my way along and to where I'm at now.
Amen. So it was a process, lots of ups and downs in that journey.
It's a process, yes.
It's a process, yeah. Sometimes people have these grand experiences and never want to diminish that, but sometimes those experiences fizzle out, and years later those people don't even continue on or persist. But it's always great to hear of a life that's persisted to follow and pursue after the Lord. So tell me a little about your marriage. How long have you guys been married?
34 years.
34 years? Have they been good years? I'm just kidding.
Ups and downs, like any other marriage, ups and downs.
Like everybody else.
So Gloria, how do you feel about this? Like when you found out that we had asked Ralph to be an elder?
I think it's very humbling, and if there's any way that I or my husband or us together, if we can serve anyone in the congregation or out of the congregation, just let us know and we'll do our best. Over the years, it's been everybody else, and we just never thought that we would be called on, or my husband would be called on. You just assumed that everyone else was the leaders, and we'll just come right along. But you look around, and I guess there's a need, and we're happy to fill the need if anyone has any needs prayer or any support, just let us know.
Amen.
Humbling is a good word.
Humbling, yes.
I was humbled when I went home to tell her.
Well,
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, we had fun telling you. I know Pastor Tim had been talking to you, also about coming on as elder and also stepping into a role as a family support coordinator. Tell us a little bit about that and what you'll be doing with that.
From what I understand, I'm going to help coordinate the different groups that deal with our children and our men and ladies groups, and try and just get everyone associated with what we have available to them in like Sunday schools and men's groups and ladies groups, different special activities. And I would also, either myself or someone that'll be working with me, we will reach out to new people as well as people that have already been here to see if there's a special need, or if one comes upon them and we know about it, how we would deal with it, working with either the deacons or Pastor Shane or Pastor Tim, however seems fit at the time.
Yeah, it reminds me of the story of Jesus when he told the disciples to go out and cast the net. And, if you cast that net, there's fish that can fall out of that net, especially if you have a lot. And, what's nice about having that net or a drag net is hopefully you prevent people from falling out that could. And, so I really see that position in that, that role as well, where some people might, because of children or lack of understanding of what ministries the church offers, those little fishies could fall out of the net. And but having someone there to catch them and help pull them in, as like a dragnet type position is great. And just the other thing too is that Gloria has been really faithful to lead us in worship as well, and to be involved with the women's ministry. So it's just such a great couple team that's always been there working together. And even though Ralph wasn't in the position of elder throughout the years, he's certainly been one of the more faithful people of our church to be here and dedicate himself to all the different church functions. And over the years, we've done coffee houses and we've done movies and so many things to not only build up the local body, but also to reach out to the community. And so myself and the current leadership of the church have just been really appreciative. And, It was unanimous. Like, there was nobody that didn't feel right at this time for Ralph to become an elder. There was no, I don't even know if there was any discussion. It was like everybody said yes, 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 and so we're excited about that. Pastor Tim, did you have any questions?
Well, one of the things when you're talking about being a leader in a church, it's more of a calling, and God had this for you, and He prepared you all those years that you went through all those things, those ups and downs you didn't talk about already. And a lot of times we act in the role before we get the title, and I think that's one of these instances. So, if I could ask this, going, especially with the family service coordinator type position, I know it's going to be a large role to fill, but in your background, and I know this, but other people might not know this, do you have any experiences that you might want to, that they kind of relate to this that might help you with that aspect of the job?
Well, I've worked at a psychiatric hospital for 17 years, so I've kind of dealt with all kinds of situations, to say the least, through single parents, married parents, adopted children, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, so you get an idea in talking to people. You're not always going to get led the right way, but you usually get enough to make an informed decision on what's needed or what will be needed eventually. They may not even know what they're going to need at a given point, but you may have an idea and be prepared for it.
That's very true. I think God tells us in the moment when we need it. We don't always get all the information we want. It'd be nice to, we have the book, of our lives and how everything's going to work out or how to help someone, but we just got to trust. So I believe that God's got a great amount of blessings in store for others through you, and then also for yourself and your wife. So thank you.
And so just an encouragement to you guys, as we're closing up this get to know you video, in Ephesians chapter 4, it talks about how God ascended and what did He ascended, that He first descended to the lowest parts of the earth. And then it talks about when He ascended to heaven, that He gave gifts to men. And, so God has seen it fit to give you guys as a gift to our congregation. And I would encourage everyone that's listening to this video today to recognize and understand that this is the gift that God has given us. And, so that's important. That means that God sees something here that He wants to give to us as a church body, so that we can become that full measure and that full image of Jesus, or at least help us to head more further down the road in that direction. And so we're looking forward. We believe it's just going to strengthen our church, and it's going to make us, all the more like Christ because of this positioning. So we just really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, amen. All right, so with that, we thank you guys, and we look forward to April 11th.
Okay.
All right, God bless.
All right, God bless.